Hello, you guys. Oh, I bet you the mic is turned up real loud. Hold on. Okay, that's a little bit better in case I get to yelling. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome and welcome back to Pisces Network, you guys. For some reason, I almost stuttered when I said the name of the channel. Oh, hold on. I had to yawn. Ooh, y'all. So you may be in a situation like, sometimes I get into situations where people ask me my name, first, last, middle name. They ask me my date of birth. They want me to list off my kids, their date of births and their ages. And I'm just like, I gotta actually do math. Yeah. Or I stutter when people ask my age or something. You know how sometimes for a minute you got a lapse in judgment or something, or you have a lapse in like cognizance and you just stutter like that. That's what I just did. But I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys have been gaining something beneficial from the messages. You guys be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. We're going to get into the Sunday answers. Sunday answers. This is where we basically get answers to whatever questions that you guys may have this week, based on the information that Spirit wants you to know. So if you want to save this reading, be my guest, please do. If you want to come back and comment and let us know if it resonated at the end of the week, be sure to do so. That definitely helps me when it comes to timing, and it helps your fellow Pisces. So let's get into it, Pisces. Again, be sure to like the video and subscribe to catch that vibe, okay? If you guys want to book a reading, the link is in the description box below for personals, you guys. There's 3 options that are listed, and it just depends on what you want to know. Okay? Can't wait to see you there. Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong. Okay? Let's see. Spirit. When it comes to the questions that Pisces may have, I know I already did this, but mind your business. Okay? When it comes to the questions Pisces may have this week, what is the answer to Pisces' question? Baby, I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing. But, oh my God. Oh my God. Bruh. Okay, all the memes. All the corny, outdated, washed up memes. This is the second time that we have gotten success in the last 3 weeks. This is the 3rd week. And out of the only 2 readings that I've done in this format, one of them had the success card. What are y'all doing? I'm just saying. Something is going to be successful. Now, you do have wait at the bottom, and then you have take action, which I also believe we got as well. So it's like Spirit is giving you this consistent push, this consistent nudge, this consistent reinforcement for the decisions that you're making. That's what it really feels like to me. And it's not necessarily that you're always going to get everything right or that you're always going to be perfect. It's more so a situation of like, whatever it is that you're doing to get your life together or put things back on track, Spirit is supportive of that. Now, I want to read the wait card first because I'm not sure. You may have been waiting to take action until the moment that you thought was right. And I feel like that could definitely pay off for you. But I'm also getting the message that some of you guys are asking whether or not you should do something this week, whether or not you should take action, whether or not you should start whatever you want to start or do whatever it is you want to do. And you're waiting to see if something is going to be successful before you take more action. I think you already took some type of action, or you already set something in motion. Because I remember one of these readings, it was like time to go or something like that. Ready, set, go. I don't know. But I feel like you already took some type of action, and you may be waiting to see the results before you take more action, before you do something else, before you implement another piece of your strategy. And I feel like Spirit is saying you may not want to do that, right? Like it's something that I'm getting with a message about keeping the momentum going. Good Lord. It never fails. Let's see. Okay, so wait says your situation is going to require a little patience. Your angels are not saying no, but they are saying not yet. Sometimes heaven needs a little extra time to make all the pieces fall perfectly into place. Ma'am. I know you in there looking for stuff. Snowflake in my closet, rustling bags around and stuff. It says, what are you asking for? What are you asking for, Pisces? What you're asking for may have an effect on the lives of others. When that occurs, it can take additional preparation to make sure that everyone's needs are seen to. Be patient so that all who are involved can have the experience they're meant to have. So remain positive. Yeah, some of you guys, that is the case, though. Some of you guys need to remain positive about the outcome of something, even if it's delayed. Okay? Because the time that you're waiting to, get clarity, it's definitely a time where you can reflect on everything that you've experienced and really try to, ground yourself in what's going on. I always find that to be beneficial. But it definitely feels like you have to remain positive on what it is that you're waiting on, because there is a success here that's coming through for you. And it's really strong, you guys. I know that a lot of times the readings will focus on things that are, objectively negative to most people. But I know you guys understand that a lot of times, in order to maintain your safety, security, and stability, you need to know what threats are posed. So it may seem inherently negative when we talk about a lot of these things, but the underlying theme for a majority of your readings, and the majority of the readings that I do, the way I read the cards, is that all of these positive things are happening around you that you need to pay attention to, so that you understand when you see these threats that they're things that, are very minuscule in the grand scheme of things, right? I'll tell you guys that people are doing whatever they're doing, and people are over here, people are over there. And you guys always comment well, when is there going to be peace? When is it going to be over? When are they going to be done fucking with me? Never. The devil always going to be fucking with you. And that's the reality of life. It's not a Pisces thing. It's not a spiritual person thing. That's life. And if you're waiting for something to just work out and be perfect all the time, you're a fucking fool. And you're going to be a fool for the rest of your days, because that's just not how it works. So if you watch these readings and you get irritated or anxious or stressed about whatever you coin as negative, you need to look in the mirror and you need to figure out why you can't understand the premise or the intention that Spirit is trying to show you through the reading. And you might need to take a break and stop watching, because you're looking at it from a negative perspective. And that's probably why shit keeps getting fucked up in your life. But then when anybody tells you about yourself, you want to throw a pity party. I'm not about to be throwing confetti with your ass. I'm going to tell you the motherfucking truth. But if you look at life from a positive perspective or an optimistic perspective, and you listen to these readings and you see what's going on, and you see how people are getting thwarted, and how you're being guided on the steps that you need to take so that you don't step on any landmines, you benefit more from the reading. So a lot of you guys are really allowing God to lead you. You're really allowing Spirit to order your steps. And I feel like because you're doing that, a lot of the things in your life are actually coming out to be very successful. I just heard coming up roses. So you could be planting or have a garden and maybe you planted some roses. If you did, I know that's very specific. They're going to bloom. And they may bloom sometime this week. I don't know. But I heard everything's coming up roses, and I'm seeing that rose from concrete reading that I did. And I don't know if that was on this channel, but I know I did a reading years ago that was talking about a rose from concrete, and the thumbnail was actually like a rose growing out of concrete. And that Tiana Taylor song came up, and you know, recently Tiana and a lot of other women have been involved in situations where they've been slandered and they've been, you know, just thrown under the bus, especially by their significant others, ex-husbands, baby daddies, boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, partners, things like that. And it's like, no matter how much falsity and manipulation and illusions are being thrown at people about these women, they still come out looking pretty much unscathed. You get what I'm saying? For the most part, like people with good God-given sense and people who choose to use it see the truth through the veil. Only the people who want to keep their eyes closed don't see the truth. So the fact that Tiana Taylor is kind of included in that group because Amon was just letting people talk shit about her all the time, it was crazy. I feel like that's coming up because there may be a message for you guys in that reading. And I'm not sure if it was on the Nutcase Network or if it was on Pisces Network. So take how it resonates. But congratulations for you guys who are on that wavelength, because a lot of you are making choices that ultimately benefit the greater good. And I feel like because of that, Spirit is really supportive of the decisions that you're making and the steps that you're taking to reach whatever goal that you want to reach. Okay? So again, it says, congratulations, you're on the road to success. You needn't have any reservations about your situation, as it's going to work out beautifully. Part of living a successful life is taking care of yourself. Okay, so they're telling you this week that in order to continue this momentum of success, you must begin to take care of yourself, or you must continue to take care of yourself, or you must increase the strategies that you use to take care of yourself. It says it's wonderful to have many things to be grateful for, but make sure you don't wear yourself down by working too hard. Okay, you guys, take time to enjoy peace in your life. Yeah. So I feel like this week, while it may be very productive, this is the thing. If you feel like you're not getting answers, or you feel like things are not finalizing, or you feel like there's some type of up in the air feeling about what it is that you're doing, whether that's electronic systems not working, or whether that's delays happening, or whatever happens in your life, it could be the fucking weather. Spirit is saying, remain positive. They're giving you a bit of a respite in between whatever it is that you're working on, so that you can take care of yourself, take a little bit of a break, recharge, get yourself back in tip-top condition. And they don't want you to force yourself or overwork yourself in this situation, because they don't want you to burn out. I feel like that's what that's talking about. Okay. Because after that, it's going to be time to, jump back in gear. That's really what I feel, you guys. That's really what I feel. Now, for those of you who... For those of you who have been waiting on the right moment to take action, that time is coming very soon. Okay? If you've been procrastinating, I feel like Spirit is saying that you're going to have to take action soon, or else this success could be threatened. Okay? Now, take action says the time has come to take action. Your angels are waiting for you to take the next steps so that they can assist you along the path to your dreams. See what I'm saying? Do away with procrastination. God dang. Do away with procrastination and uncertainty. In your heart, you know what to do. Get going. Whether you're focused upon career, relationships, or some other topic, the fulfillment of your wishes isn't going to just fall into your lap. You must be actively focused on the pursuit of what you want. Okay, you guys. Yeah. So I feel like this is unfolding in different ways in everyone's life. You're just going to have to place yourself and understand what it is that you're doing. If you've been running yourself ragged for a substantial amount of time and ultimately, being very productive when it comes to the things that you want to accomplish and you've been seeing progress, you may need to allow yourself time to recharge. You may have some type of delays that frustrate you, but it's because spirit wants you to recharge. But for those of you who are kind of like hesitating, they're telling you like, okay, we're waiting for you to start to do whatever needs to be done. So that we can help you. Yeah, Two of Wands, you could be making a decision. But I feel like a lot of you guys are reveling in all the things that you've been able to accomplish. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to have to make a choice this week, possibly. Okay. So why is the Success card the answer to Pisces' question this week? Why is the Success card the answer to Pisces' question this week? Oh, Knight of Cups. You're creatively pouring your soul into something. Your heart and soul, your emotional and your maybe even mental energy is getting poured into something. I feel like you're looking forward towards the future. You're really creative and imaginative when it comes to what you want to do. Ooh, not the Five of Swords, and somebody was screaming as soon as I looked at it. Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Four of Swords, okay? If there's any type of hostility going on, I feel like you're offering somebody an olive branch or peace offering. This could be something that somebody's offering to you. You could be associated with another Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, possibly Libra, Aquarius, and maybe Gemini. I almost said Taurus. Okay. This could also be a situation where somebody challenged you and you didn't back down. And therefore, because you didn't back down, you won and they walked away. And basically, you could be saying, hey, it's okay. Like, let's make peace. Let's not fight anymore. It's either somebody who's been fighting with you who wants to make peace, or someone who, that's what I feel like. It's somebody who's been fighting with you. Okay. And it feels like this person thought they were going to win, or they wanted to have some type of victory over you. I feel like someone wanted to, kind of like challenge you and push you towards giving up on something. But because you didn't give up, it's like you kind of, the energy flipped from them being this way towards you to you looking this way towards them. You get what I mean? So it's like you didn't initiate this Five of Swords, but since it was initiated against you, you transformed and mutated into that energy so that you can let that motherfucker know that they need to go on and sit their ass down. That's pretty much what it is. And I feel like you didn't want to be like that, but you had to be like that because folks was trying you. They was playing in your face. And it's just like, listen, the days of playing in people's face and then not getting slapped upside your head with the backhand are over. And I'm not talking about literally hurting somebody physically. We don't condone violence. But what I'm saying is this is air energy and cups energy. Air energy and emotional energy. Air and water. So if somebody was fucking with your head, this is Nine Swords all together. And they were trying to make you anxious, nervous, lose sleep at night, stressed out. Whatever that is done. Because the Four of Swords is here. Either they're like, hey, I'm sorry about that. I should have never fucked with you. I should have never played in your face. Please forgive me. Because I don't want to deal with nothing else that you got coming my way. Or you basically showed them the door. Told them don't let the doorknob hit you. Where the good Lord split you. And they felt crazy. You showed them what was up. And then you're like, hey, it ain't no hard feelings. I understand why you felt that way. But, let's just walk away, shake hands, and go our separate ways. Like, that's kind of how it feels in the situation. Also, if you guys have been stressed out about anything that you've done in the past and you like repent, you could be Catholic, but if you repent or you confess, like, you could just be praying and it's going to put you at peace. I feel like some of you guys are kind of stressed about a situation where you're not completely sure if you had the right intentions or if you did the right thing. Like, you may be thinking back on something like, damn, was I being selfish? Or damn, was I being petty? Like, you know what I mean? And I don't think you were. I think that there was definitely some aggression that was being sent your way. But now the energy is subsiding, okay? Because whoever was fucking with you, they don't want to fight no more. What's the Knight of Cups? Yeah, 10 of Cups. Wow. This could be family and home situations. This could be your everyday, like, routine, schedule, what you do, where you go, who you encounter on a daily basis. Ace of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. And I said Taurus. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like you had some type of project or creative endeavor that you embarked upon and you completed it. I feel like it came out really nice. If you just finished a creative project or some type of artwork, this could be a work project as well, or just something that you're doing personally. I feel like you're hitting milestones or you're making accomplishments. I feel like you're really happy about the results, and it's starting to it kind of feels like it's starting to make you feel less stressed about expressing your creativity. I feel like you guys should hold on to this victory, because with the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups, it's like this is a really good foundational point for you to spring from. This is a really good place to start. Whatever you've been able to do, really take that energy of accomplishment, harness it, and then transmute it into being even more productive. But I also don't think that you should just like breeze past this accomplishment. I feel like you should enjoy it. I feel like you should kind of revel in it for a little while, because a lot of people have, over time, I know, Pisces, a lot of people have made you feel like you shouldn't be able to kind of bask in your success. People have made you feel like you're gloating or, bragging and things like that. Like, you shouldn't be happy about the good things that you do, or you shouldn't publicize all of the ways that you are intelligent or smart or successful, whatever. But Spirit is saying, no, take a second to enjoy your success and then prepare to continue the process. Okay? Because that's a lie. If you predicted something, because listen, I predicted a whole lot of shit. And regardless of who supports me on my other channel or not, I know I'm over there spitting straight bars, bitch. I'm dropping gems. And I know who the fuck I am. T. And it's a lot of things that I predicted that people, may or may not want to give me credit for, but I'm damn sure gonna take fucking credit for it, because I know who the fuck I am. Okay? So, at the end of the day, enjoy it. If you have a goal in mind, hold on to it. Don't let it go. Don't act like it's not important or that it won't be successful. One more card for the Knight of Cups. Oh, wow. Hangman reverse. Yeah, you're being released from some type of like exile. That's what I wanted to say with the Hangman. It feels like you were on exile, or you were shadow banned, or you were shunned as an embarrassment. People were embarrassed by you. They wanted to embarrass you. I don't know what this was. This feels like you could also be releasing some type of artwork. This feels like artwork that you could have been holding on to for a while. Like archive stuff that you never released. This could also be situations where you're finally catching up on work that you had to do. And I feel like you're making a lot of progress. Judgment. Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is also you realizing, I think, for a lot of you guys, having a wake up call that you're being released from whatever this anxiety or stress is that you've had. Okay. You're being released from whatever this fear is that's been like gripping you. And I feel like the fear is surrounding like you putting yourself out there, putting your work out there, being more creative, sharing your emotions and thoughts and feelings and things that are on your mind. I feel like a lot of you are starting to be released from that grip. And I feel like it's because you came halfway and spirit met you the other half of the way. Okay? It's like you're realizing you're not scared anymore. Okay? Yeah, Six of Pentacles. You're going to be receiving a lot from that. I feel like you're also focusing on what's important. This is a part of your justice. This is what you deserve. And the fact that you've been able to do this, make this progress, it's like Spirit is rewarding you for that. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. A lot of people are inquisitive about who you are. They're inquiring, maybe asking people, have you ever heard of Pisces? Or did you see what Pisces did on their presentation? Like, it feels like people are communicating about whatever project that you've done at work or whatever art that you're releasing. It's like something about that. People are talking about it. I also feel like people see the potential in you, so they may invest in you in some way, shape, or form because you're very inspiring. What's the Six of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles. That's 8 Pentacles, 7 and 8. This could also come in the form of work. You may be deciding what projects you want to take and which ones you want to turn down, which ones are actually worth your energy and your time and which ones are not. You may end up working with a Taurus or a Virgo. Seems like. Maybe a Capricorn, depends. I feel like working with a Capricorn depends on like if they're willing to give you credit for your work and if they're willing to pay you what you deserve. I feel like the Taurus and the Virgo are more team players. The Capricorn may not be as much of a team player. Tower. Yeah, there's a lot. It's like there's going to be this sudden shift in like your schedule, how much money you make, new projects that come in, new contracts that people want to get you not to sign. Be careful what you sign. But it's like new projects that people want you to get involved in, I feel like you guys have been balancing a lot. Like you went through a tower very recently. This is Scorpio energy, but I feel like this is more so like the last 2 months or so with the Two of Pentacles. Could have been an Aries season, which was the end of March into April. Could have also been Gemini with the Fool card, possibly Aquarius. It feels like you guys have been going through a lot of like just turmoil, just a bunch of chaos, things that are going wrong, a lot of major changes that happen very suddenly, things that you had to be very courageous about, things that you had to be bold about. But with the Fool, there you are. Instead of getting pushed, you jumped and you took the leap of faith and you were like, you know what? Everything's going to work out the way it's meant to work out because destiny and fate, God, source, spirit, universe is on my side. And I feel like you're receiving recognition for that work, or you're receiving some type of justice for making those hard decisions. And spirit is giving you a lot of what you deserve because of those choices that you made. Okay. Now, what does this take action? The World. Yeah. Now that a cycle is over, or now that you finished dealing with something, I feel like spirit wants you to start taking action on the next steps of your journey. This could have to do with a Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or Aquarius. We have the Four of Cups and the Ten of Wands. I feel like Spirit wants you to understand that something is over. Like, there's this energy of disappointment that you guys have been going through that has been coupled with a lot of burdens and stress in your life. And Spirit wants you to know that that time in your life is over. The time where you continue to try to do things that are basically gifts from God. The time where you continue to try to like walk in your purpose and people treat you crazy, or the times that you've continued to try to like change the world for the better, do something to uplift people, just really be in your purpose, right? And that being met and received with negativity is over with. You've reached the end, and it's like all the work that you've put in, you're no longer going to be disappointed or upset with the results that you receive. And feeling like you've done all that work for nothing. That time is over with. What's the world? Five of Swords. I'm telling you. The pettiness, the envy, the jealousy, the people trying to like take you down. That shit is over with. Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups. Yeah. People who just didn't want to see you move on. People from your past. People who wanted to bring up the past, or they wanted to talk about negative things when you were trying to be positive. They wanted to cut you down when you were innocent. Like, it's just situations, because it's honestly 2 6s. So June is definitely significant. But, Cancer season. My arm was itching so bad, y'all. I had to scratch that bad boy. Yeah, but the times when all of that was happening is over with. Like, people were telling you a bunch of crazy stuff to try to keep you in the past or keep you from expressing yourself. The negative things that people said, you can let that go. What's the world? One more card for the world. Yeah, that's crazy. You were being bullied. You were being probably, what's the word? Gang stalked. Yeah, Page of Wands. It was an organization. Or it was some type of fucking religious group. I don't know who these people are. There was an organization who was bullying you. You were consistently getting messages of hate speech. Five of Swords, Nine of Wands. This is an authority figure or someone who's trusted in the community was either gang stalking you, bullying you, sending people to gang stalk and bully you, or using bots or something like that to fuck with your shit. I don't think they have the money to do that anymore. And you know what be happening on YouTube, which I feel like has happened to me in several different situations. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, she think everything happened to her. Casey think everything happened to her. Bitch, my dreams tell me what the fuck is going on. When I'm standing in front of a huge army that looks distorted, and I'm the only one standing there, and then my spirit team starts to appear behind me, and they start charging at us, and I close my eyes because it's fucking scary, and then I wake up. Don't tell me what the fuck I know or what I don't know, bitch. And I'm just saying that for all the people who be haters, y'all. Y'all know I love you. But it be some haters still in here trying to start shit. I know that on several different platforms, and I've spoken privately and personally to people about this before, there have been situations where people have seen my success. They've seen my quick success, my jump in success, and they have literally done things to set me up. I have seen the people report my content. I have seen situations where my views go down from getting thousands of views to only getting hundreds, and it's so fucking weird. And I feel like it's happened on every platform from several different types of people in several different genres, bitch. And I'm telling you right now, if you think these powerful creators do not have the time, energy, and money to go onto these platforms and set up false ad revenue, you get what I'm saying? Because there's little shit like, okay, if you got a video on YouTube that's talking about toys, but then you advertise it to people who want to see things about, I guess that's not a good example. But if you, okay, so if you have like beauty influencer content, but you advertise that beauty influencer content to people who want to see things about electronics and games, it's going to fuck with your analytics. Go do your research. It's going to mess with your analytics, and it's going to make people see your video. But the more that they see your video and they don't engage and they don't click on it and they don't want to hear anything about it, the more it fucks with your analytics. So people on YouTube and on these different platforms will purposefully set up advertisements for other people's videos and then target it to the wrong audience so that no one will click on their shit. And their analytics will drop and drop and drop and drop and drop. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's very insecure people who have a very large following that see a very small creator come up and basically dust them because they actually have talent and they weren't propped up by whoever the fuck, and they'll feel threatened. And they'll use all of their dollars and millions of view money to literally try to grind whoever that small creator is into the ground. Literally. There are literally creators like that who send bots to attack those creators that they are jealous of, envious of, or threatened by. And you wonder why, where the fuck are all these people coming from? Why the fuck is it that everybody who hates me has been able to find my channel, but the main target audience that I'm trying to reach, who I strategically hashtag and market my video to, don't see my video? It's funny, right? So whoever this is who was doing this type of shit to you, whether they were doing it in your workspace, in your personal space, in your community environments, or anywhere that you regularly schedule your programming, whatever it is, they don't have the money. They can't do it anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? You think these folks out here are not taking this content creation shit seriously? These folks get to their milestones and they don't want to lose it because they scared. Because half of them got there illegitimately. A lot of creators that are big, not all of them are illegitimate. Not all of them are fake. But a lot of them are. And when they see somebody real, they shitting bricks. So it's like, whoever you are, this is a confirmation that you were getting harassed and bullied in a way where it's like communication, verbally, speech, written communication. You were getting bullied. Somebody was doing something to forcibly block you on a consistent basis, and they are someone in the community, like the Hierophant, who is trusted, a pastor, a preacher, a politician. Maybe not a politician, but who knows? You get what I'm saying? Social media influencer. This is a confirmation of that. And Spirit is saying, yes, whatever you thought was going on, that's exactly what the fuck is going on. But the point is that it's done. It's over. And it's done very suddenly because someone is being removed from their position. Hence the Tower card that we just saw. So now it's time for you to be set free. You're set free. They're saying, go ahead, take the action, do what you need to do. Because whoever this person was can no longer do whatever they were doing to you. Whoever these people were, whatever this organization was, maybe they're getting investigated. Maybe they're getting audited. Maybe they're going bankrupt. I don't know. Maybe the CEO has a heart attack. I don't wish any negativity on anybody. But what I'm saying is none of that matters as to why. You just need to know that's what was going on so that you don't think you're crazy. Number one. And number two, that they can't do that anymore. Listen. What's the advice? This was longer than I wanted it to be. Yeah, Ten of Swords. It's done. Something is happening really quickly, too. There's going to be something I feel like that's kind of shocking that happens really quickly. I also want... I feel like... Okay. I feel like Spirit wants you to know that, yes, you were betrayed. Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords. Why you were feeling like, you know, you didn't want to get out there. You didn't want to do anything. Maybe you felt ashamed. Maybe you were feeling bullied. Whatever it is that you were feeling, you see the truth now of that, or you're going to be shown the truth, or you're going to have some type of clarity. I don't know what this is. Gemini, definitely could be a Gemini feminine energy. Okay. Someone is ashamed. They don't want to show their face because they betrayed you. And, wow. And you know that they betrayed you. This just fell out. Seven of Wands, Empress, and the Three of Pentacles. See? Somebody was trying to block you as the Empress, Emperor, whoever the fuck you are, from getting recognition. That's done. I'm telling you, somebody could have literally died. But I feel like with the Ten of Swords, Spirit is trying to... Your advice is to understand that it was never about your skill level. It was never about your dedication to the work that you do. It was never about your capacity to learn or your capacity to be successful. It was always about somebody who was upset that you held a certain position in the community, or that you were able to complete certain things at work, or that you had the talent, skills, and ability that God gave you, and they were threatened by it. It was always about that. It was never about who it is that you are. It was always about them and who they are. So if you think about like, okay, the reason why you felt stopped, or the reason why you felt like a lack of motivation could have been, and this could be for anything. This could be people in your neighborhood discouraging you from starting a fucking garden and growing roses. I don't know what this is about, but whatever was making you feel discouraged, as if you didn't have the capability to do things in your life, it affected you in a way where you thought it was about you. And Spirit is saying your advice is to know that you're about to be recognized and propped up or put in a very prominent position, a very comfortable position. And basically, I feel like this is Spirit's way of protecting you from people who want to stab you in the back. So it's like you're always going to see it coming. You're always going to know what it is. It's like they allow this person to do this, not only so that they could, you know, teach you about the game, but so they could let them choose to make horrible decisions and basically allow Spirit's hand to be forced when it comes to eliminating them. Because if they didn't ever put you in this position, and if Spirit didn't ever give this person the opportunity to fuck you over, then they wouldn't be removed from your path. So I feel like that's what Spirit is saying when it comes to your advice. Now, it's like you have the opportunity and the potential to accomplish your goals when it comes to the things that you're building, working on. When it comes to your home life, your relationships, you have the opportunity now to take the seeds that you plant, or take this seed that you want to plant, and really grow it into something sensational. Okay? So, at this point, if you continue to dwell on the past, you're only shooting your own self in the foot. You're not hurting nobody else. You only hurting yourself. All right? Now, the signs that are out here are Taurus strongly, because we saw that Hierophant as well. Virgo, I'm feeling strongly. Possibly Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio, maybe even Leo. And possibly Capricorn. All right. We saw the Ten of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords and Ten of Cups. So this is definitely about long-term goals, ambition to basically fulfill your legacy, and understanding things that you didn't know before, like knowing tricks to the trade or secrets to the game, things like that. Anything else that Pisces needs to know when it comes to this week? Questions? that they may need answers to. Ooh, this ain't came out in a while. Y'all are being warned about somebody who has narcissistic or sociopathic tendencies. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. The disclaimers below. Shared ancestors. Wow. Okay. 1 year. I wonder what that's about. I kind of want to clarify that. I feel like whoever this person is, number one, they share ancestors with you. So that's why they have this animosity. That's why y'all cross paths. I feel like whoever this person is, they somehow, I feel like y'all have some type of history, possibly genetically, like maybe you have the same forefathers and ancestors, or you come from the same tribe. Don't know why I said it like that. Y'all need to pay attention to those things. It's like this person is, maybe they're like, okay, if you're black, they're black too. Or if you like, sometimes the shared ancestors card means different things. Sometimes it can be more abstract or it can be more compact. But it kind of feels like you guys are both black, or you're both white, or you're both Native American. It feels like that's how the ancestry is shared. Like you might not be directly related, but you come from the same tribe, or you guys receive messages. Maybe you're in the same line of business and you receive messages from the same kind of like connection to source, because you've both been kind of drawn towards doing the same things, but this person decided to go left and you went right. Ace of Swords, Magician. You know what I mean? So instead of like, okay, for example, if someone reads tarot and they coming at me, instead of doing it for the greater good or doing it with the right intentions, they have narcissistic or sociopathic tendencies where they only do it for their own benefit. They don't do it for the benefit of their ancestors. They don't do it for the benefit of others. They don't do it for the benefit of the collective. They don't do it for the benefit of the world. So, and then 30 and 70, that's 3 and 7, that's a 10. Then you have 51, which is a 6. October could also be significant for you guys. I just want to see, what is this 1 year when it comes to Pisces? It could be a year from now, but I also feel like this person is going to be, I feel like the ancestors might be stepping in to go and sit this person down for about a year. What's 1 year? Judgment, bitch. Yeah, somebody's gonna be judged for 1 year, or they're gonna have like a year of penance to do or something. I don't know what that's called. Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, Scorpio energy, Aries energy. Yeah, so they're gonna have to be in like spiritual jail for a year. That's what I'm getting. That's the best way I can explain it. It's like Spirit is gonna be working on them for a year to try to get them to make better decisions, to use their better judgment, because they went against their better judgment by trying to come against you. That's the goal. Spirit's goal is to use them, or to help teach them how to make better judgment calls for the next year. And if they start to, they're going to be delayed for that long. So I feel like y'all got a year to really solidify some shit. Okay. But if they haven't learned in a year, it could be longer, but I feel like this is everything that was happening like 2024. Some of y'all 2023. It feels like this has been going on for a while. It's been a really long cycle. But what I think you guys need to know most importantly is that you guys are about to be recognized, and you're going to be put in a very comfortable, cushy position. And you need to protect it. You need to defend it, because there are going to be people who try to sabotage you or get you to sabotage yourself. And the best way that you can prevent that from happening is to understand that this part of the situation, this part of the story is over. Because sometimes those memories will betray your ass and you'll do something stupid to fuck up your cushy position. Tell you firsthand, I was making over $70,000 a year, bitch. And because I was being a little bit stubborn, I don't make that money no more. Now, at the same time, I felt like I was dying a little bit every day. However, I could have made smarter decisions and I could have prepared better for what I wanted to do for myself. Either way, we get where we need to go. But I'm just letting you know. You never want to allow what happened in the past to affect what's happening in your future. Because when I was making that money, I was getting heavily spiritually attacked by my ex-husband. He was constantly trying to start shit. He was constantly trying to make me have poor attendance at work or dropping the ball with things or, just doing blatant shit to stress me out because he knew I was doing better in my life. When I'm quote unquote broke, looking broke, he thinks I'm broke. He thinks I'm poor. He don't do nothing. Even the little one's daddy was doing the same shit. When they think I'm down and out and I ain't got nothing, oh, we best of friends, bitch. We getting along just fine. Right? But when I go from living in basically a 2-bedroom townhouse, maybe 3, to living in a 3-bedroom house in a very nice neighborhood with good school districts, and you drive through it and not even your raggedy mama and daddy was able to get to that point, you start to get a little jealous. You start to be a little envious. And especially if you hateful and you got a demon or a spirit of negativity on your ass riding your booty hole, then of course you're going to start some shit. And that's exactly what the fuck was going on. So I say all that to say, when you get in this position, what spirit is trying to tell you is, hey, look, you in the position. It's done. Okay? It's been a shift in power. Now that the power's in your hands, don't allow what happened in the past to fuck you over. Okay? So I hope that helped you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Book your readings, guys. Get down there and book. Don't be hesitating. Now, if you ain't got no money to book, don't be spending all your damn money. That's stupid. But if you've been wanting to get a reading and you got the money, go ahead and book. Stop being scary. Okay? I ain't gonna bite you. I might tell you as the truth and it might hurt your feelings, but I ain't gonna bite you. I ain't gonna hurt you. I'm gonna try to help you. Okay? And I appreciate all you guys. Honestly, all jokes aside, I appreciate all of you guys so very much. Get in the comments. Let me know if it resonated. Be sure to leave those time frames too as well. And remember, Pisces, this is our circle, booze. Bye.